Hey everybody, I'm Joe Brammer. I'm the studio head of Bulkhead Interactive. Welcome to the first of many devlogs about our new fast-paced tactical shooter, PROMOD. For those of you who don't know, PROMOD was the competitive modification made by the players for Call of Duty 4. Despite its large following and community, even 13 years after its release, nobody has been able to fully capitalize on that pure, unfettered, skill-based gameplay that many of you now even still say is the smoothest, slickest game experience that you've ever played. For those of you who don't know us, a few years ago we ran a Kickstarter promising to deliver gameplay from old school shooters. Over time, the game became more popular than we could handle, and our funding limitations, inexperience, lack of testing and feedback led to the game being a successful but tarnished experience for both the devs and the players. We set our sights on our development education, co-developing AAA games and gathering the experience and learnings we needed to be able to deliver the quality we're striving for. With Bulkhead now a sustainable business, we have the freedom to decide what games we want to develop. A lot of the original Battalion devs, such as Howard, myself, and programmer James, we were all working in management roles or executive roles and business roles, and that's not why we got into the games industry. We got into the games industry to make games. Finally, we just collectively snapped and we just said, fuck it, let's just make PROMOD in our evenings. We have everything we need, let's just do it for fun. And we were genuinely enjoying it so much in our evenings that when we realized that there is really a business case for this still, we decided to bring it forward and work on it in our day-to-day. So now we're full-time working on PROMOD. Our goal is to tame the passion, enthusiasm, and experience of the community and combine it with the learnings and experience and tools that we have from Battalion and distill it into a standalone, fast-paced, tactical shooter called PROMOD. This isn't just Battalion reskin. Any Battalion player will tell you that getting the movement absolutely right has always eluded us. But this time with PROMOD, we found the secret sauce. And one of our senior designers that you all know, Fan, is going to go into a bit more detail about the prototype.
Hello, I am indeed here to tell you about Call of Duty 4. I am indeed here to tell you about our version of PROMOD. First and foremost, we will not be making a carbon copy of COD 4. What we can do is hopefully make something up to the standards, if not better. So what we'll be doing is emulating stuff like the movement and the weapon mechanics. Battalion players will be able to tell you that the movement was something that's always eluded us, and it was always done by feel over like 3 years of development. And the difference here is this time around is that we have basically hired a guy called Wiggle Wizard. He is the person who has ported over the Quake-free code into both Unity and Unreal Engine, and we've hired him to essentially just work on this code.
PROMOD is an exact science. We know what we're trying to make. Building the movement component with no compromises, no deadline, no financial limitation, no external business requirements.
On top of the movement, you can also expect everywhere else in the game to be very similar in terms of weapon mechanics, recoil, grenades, cars, barrels, wallbanging or penetration. Maps are always obviously a big topic as well, and we expect them to be a lot better this time around. In Battalion, we weren't really happy with how maps turned out, but we'll be using the initial phases to test these in grey box versions with the community, so hopefully everyone's happy before they get arted this time around.
Importantly, the hype from you guys is so high already. It's already given us a good indication that this is something that we should make.
We've already had offers to help raise capital or to fund PROMOD. We don't want to hamstring ourselves. We want to make sure that we've got the freedom and the capabilities to be creative and design exactly what we want.
I also know there are a lot of questions that you guys asked that I expected, such as high FPS, high refresh rates, mouse sensitivity scaling, and these will of course all be accounted for. That's pretty much it from me. I look forward to being able to show you more gameplay and actually play the game with you guys come early next year. Thanks.
We'll be developing the game and giving unprecedented access to the development pipeline. So in this video, I've talked a lot about the importance of community, and we're under no illusions that we need the community to develop this game alongside us. And we want to make a public agreement with our community, rules that we can both live by, to collaborate and turn PROMOD into a tier 1 competitive game. You can read our community commitment at promod.gg/community. We want to attract and appeal to a wider audience without compromising the core of what makes PROMOD great. Just jamming in casual modes like Battle Royale isn't going to work. There are other games that cater to these players. Ultimately, one of our most crucial core pillars within PROMOD is the gamification of self-improvement. Instead of sitting there tweaking their weapons and tweaking their abilities, we want people to be tweaking themselves, and we want them to enjoy improving and learning and in a safe and entertaining space. We want people to enjoy training and getting better at the game. We'll be scaling up our team at launch to run our content treadmill and bring as much replayability, new content, and new things to do in PROMOD as possible. This is something we didn't do before. We couldn't scale up our team fast enough. We had no money, but we have the sustainability now. We have the business plan. We have the future-proof plan to be able to push content as fast as anybody else and scale up our team to support a game just like anybody else does. But for now, join Discord, read the community commitment, and talk to us about the game. We can't wait to get testing PROMOD with you early next year.